G'day guys, welcome back. This is the second half of lesson 2 to Minecraft JavaScript coding. This is talking about functions again. What I'm going to do to start off this lesson is just show you the actual end outcome for the lesson. You can probably see my little zombie pig in front of me right now. So what's going to happen is as I try to attack and kill this little zombie pig, I'm hoping that what happens is my character will then die and you'll see lightning spawning a whole bunch more zombies in front of me. Okay, so I hope that looks like something impressive everyone wants to have a look at and have a crack at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my code. I'm going to create a new code for us right now. We'll make this zombie pig, and this one's going to be another JavaScript code. So what's going to happen now is we're going to use functions yet again. So I'm going to start out by creating our first set of functions. The name of my first function is going to be called ZombiePig. Okay, the name of my second function is going to be called Atmosphere. And the name of my final function is going to be called Setup. Okay, so there's three main functions you're going to see in this program. Okay, now when we play our game, we want to do it so that we've got player.onChat, commanding those lines, and I'm going to make it so when we type play, that code actually executes. So I'm going to start it out so that setup is the first code or module or function that executes. Atmosphere is going to be the second module that starts. Helps if I spell that one right, doesn't it? And the final one is going to be zombie pig. Okay, now remember, when you're using two words in coding, you don't put a space in between them. But what you do want to try to do is have the subsequent words capitalized. So every second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth word, etc., all of those need to be capitalized. Okay, so that's the original setup right now. That's how we want to start our code. Okay, I'm going to start by coding in my zombie pig code. Okay, you can see I've started up here right now, and what I want to do is I want to spawn in a zombie pig. Okay, so I'm going to mobs.spawn. I don't want a chicken, I want a mob monster. Okay, I don't want a zombie, I want a pig zombie. And instead of being right in front of me, I'm going to make it spawn 5 behind me. Okay, the next part of that code is going to be mobs.spawn. Okay, but instead of a chicken, I'm going to spawn, a lightning bolt. Okay, and that's going to spawn at the same place. Okay, now we can do this because a lightning bolt is considered an item as well, but it's actually technically in the code, it's assigned under a mob. So what we're setting up right now is anytime we want to kill one of our original zombies, okay, we're going to make it so that another zombie is spawned. Okay, so we're going to make that appear over and over again. But it's actually going to be a little bit different than that. Okay, it's going to spawn a certain number of times. Now you saw a whole bunch of them start out for me before. Okay, I'm going to set it up right now here in the setup code. So look carefully at the setup code. I've got quite a lot of space this time because we need to have a few different things ready for us. Here's my, not capitals, here's my default setting. So I want my gameplay difficulty, okay, to be automatically reassigned to easy. Okay, now remember, if you leave it on peaceful, you're actually going to be stuck with zombies not being able to load. It needs to be on easy, medium, or difficult to get those zombies to load. Okay, the next one I'm going to do is I'm going to use gameplay.setGameMode. I'm going to set it to be on survival, and instead of being the nearest player, I want it to be the local player. Now, don't ask me why, but the local player is representing yourself. All right, now the final one we want to do is a mobs.give. Okay, because we want to give ourselves something so that we can actually fight. And we're going to do that by giving it to ourselves. So again, the local player. We don't, however, want it to be a piece of grass because that's not helpful. Most of you will probably know the best way to kill things in Minecraft is with a diamond sword. Now you can adjust that and put a shovel in if you really want to. I'm going to put it as a sword right now. So So what we've got set up, gameplay set to difficulty easy, game mode set to survival for the local player. We're going to give the local player a diamond sword. Now that 1 at the end, that final argument, that's just how many swords. You could type it in, say 64, but it really doesn't matter because you can't really destroy it. Okay, our next one is we're going to spawn yet another piece of command code called ZombiePig. Okay, so you'll see I've got this one here. I'm going to do mobs dot on mob killed, and instead of chicken we want zombie pig. Oh sorry, I've got the wrong array, haven't I? We want pig zombie, sorry, not zombie pig. Pig zombie, and every time the mob gets killed, we actually want to change it. Okay, we don't want to make it just spawn one zombie, we want to be able to spawn multiples. So hopefully you remember with the previous zombie activity or with the spawning of the chickens that you need to use a loop. So we're going to start it out by going for let I equal 0, I less than 3, okay, and I plus plus. Now if you hopefully you remember that represents start at the number 0, count up by ones or in units of 1, 0, 1, 2, etc. and count up to this number here in the middle. So count up to 3. Alright, in that code we want to do mobs.spawn. Whoops, beg your pardon, no we don't, because we've got a mobs.spawn set up in this function. Okay, so what we want to do is we actually want to just make that function happen. So all I have to do is type in ZombiePig, and that's going to create my function now. Alright, the final thing we want to do is we're just going to change, oops, sorry about that. Final thing we want to do is we just want to set our atmosphere, okay, and that's going to make it so we've got a nice time of day to play. So you can see gameplay dot time set, sorry, gameplay dot time set, there we go, and we don't want to play in the middle of the day, we're going to play at, oops, midnight. Okay, so gameplay.timeset daytime.midnight. Alright, so let's back it up and we'll show it again. First of all, my command code, this is everything that's going to happen. We start playing. It loads the setup module, it loads the atmosphere module, it loads the ZombiePig module. When we do the first one, as I said, it's going to start with setup. So it's going to change us to easy, it's going to put us on survival for the local player and give ourselves a diamond sword. Alright, after that it's going to change the time so that we can go to midnight. Then it's going to load the ZombiePig function. Okay, the ZombiePig function loads one zombie right in the center. Okay, and it's going to do that with a lightning bolt. Now the difference is, any time after that we want to kill a zombie, it's then going to load that function yet again. So it's actually going to load this function in 2 different locations. So you can see it'll start the ZombiePig when we start the game, and it will also start the ZombiePig every time we kill another zombie. Okay, so if I click on play, I open up my chat window, and type play. I've now got a ZombiePig spawning right in front of me. It is midnight. If I try to attack, okay, you'll see he's trying to get me as well. Oh, they're all trying to get me, and I've already died anyway, so let's just try it one more time. Where's he gone? I'll just try that one more time. We want play. Okay, there's my zombie spawning. Let's load it up. We'll kill this little character. Hopefully I'm going to win this time. You'll see me actually attack. And all of a sudden I've now got 3 more zombies to spawn right in front of me. So I'm making it really difficult for myself. Okay, if I continue to try to attack this little guy. Oh, he's been missed again. Okay, now, what if you want to make it a bit harder? So you saw that I had 3 zombies appear. Well, what happens if now I try and change that to a 30? Okay, so if I push on play, okay, where's my, I don't want these guys. Okay, I'll attack these guys over here right now, and you'll see me going after them. Okay, I'll just get rid of this one. Oops. Now I'm starting to lose out quite a bit. Hang on. I might have to cheat just a little bit, and I'm just going to change it to the daytime so that you guys can see that I'm actually going to get through and spawn those multiple zombies. Oops, I don't want to do that, do I? I want to go into my code again, just so I can actually make it so that the game actually works instead of daytime. We'll put it back to day, push play. I'll type in play to load my code one more time. There's the zombies appearing. Yeah, I am cheating. I'm just trying to execute my code right now. So when I hit on this one, someone else is hitting me from behind right now. Where is he? This little guy. There he is. Okay. I'll get rid of this one. So he's died, and I've got the last one going. Okay, let's just get this last guy now. Okay, look at those lightning there spawning all those new characters for me. Okay, so it does make it a lot harder. We will see some more activities coming up soon. You can probably see in the distance there's a couple of rainbows. That's another activity on the way, and these flying blocks too that you can see around. Okay, so guys, experiment with your code. There it is again. You know, like I changed it. I'll set that back to midnight again because that's, you know, makes it a lot harder, a lot more challenging. It was on easy, so have fun if you put it on difficult because it can make it even harder. And you did get the diamond sword. That's probably why I was having so much trouble. I'd forgotten to change to my sword before. That was a bit silly of me. Alright, so I'll save that now, and you guys can have a crack at those lessons. So that was 6.2 functions. Thanks very much.